My name is Floyd Williams Jr. This is my wife, Carla Williams. We've been married for 39 years. It'll be 40 years October the 5th. That's our anniversary. So we're looking forward to that 4th year anniversary. It's going to be a big one. We're going to do some big things, right? Celebrate big time. The 40 years mean a lot to us because it embeds a whole lot of experiences. Some of those experiences have been challenging. Some of those experiences have been life-changing. Those experiences include two beautiful children that we have enjoyed. We put a lot of our energy into our children, and we don't have any regrets, right?
No, we don't.
So we really have enjoyed these 40 years. It's been years of really learning about ourselves and developing, I call it a cadence or a dance, so we can actually understand what each of us want and what our needs are. And I think that's what marriage is about. It's trying to find this cadence, if you will. What about you, Carla? What do these 40 years mean to you?
Well, it's been a lot of good.
Yeah.
A lot of learning about each other, what makes you tick, what I like, what I guess don't like.
Right.
We've made a lot of great friends along the way.
Yeah.
Been blessed with a great village of people that have even helped our kids, pour into our kids. So it's been a good ride. Some of those years have really been more than I could have ever dreamed or imagined.
I would agree with that.
So it's been great.
Yeah. And so, like I said, we have gotten to a place where we have really gotten to a place where we enjoy every aspect of our lives, and we're seeing our kids come back. You know, when your kids get out of the household and they want to go out on their own, sometimes it's unusual to have them want to spend time with you. But that's been one of our blessings. Our kids have come back and want to spend time with us, and we really enjoy that. We know vacations, sometimes we take them together. In the next 40 years, I hope it will be even more richer. I hope there'll be 40 years where we can really slow down a little bit as far as, focusing on work and finances. Think about really just enjoying those.
Not working.
Or not working, or just think about enjoying life. I'm sure you would say travel. And just really just understand the things that really make a difference in life, other than just making your life successful, quote unquote, in your career or making a lot of money. Because as you get older, those things don't seem to be the most important things in your life. It's more about quality of life and lifestyle, and that has to do with just the things that really, as we talked about, makes us happy together. So we're looking forward.
I'm looking for peace too, having just peace this season.
Yeah, peace. And when you say peace with whom?
Just with life in general, with just family, just in life, I think, just having peace.
Yeah, when she says peace, I think of just not really being stressed about anything. Just really having this peace where you can just not worry about time, where you have to be, what you need to do the next day or the next day. You just be able to get up and decide, what do we want to do today?
We're going to the park.
Yeah, or we're going to go out of town, or we're going to
play some pickleball.
Oh yeah, and we're just going to travel and see some sights that we haven't seen before. So that's really what I call, lifestyle, being able to do the things that you want to do, and not really have to worry about and stress about anything like finances and money and time. So I think that's what we're looking for the next 40 years. How do we get to 40 years? That's something we probably never think about, because time starts to speed up, and before you know it, you're at 20 years, and then you're at 30, and then you're at 40 years. But then you look back, it's just it's really about just really being very unselfish with your time, with the things you want, and really being able to have this reciprocity mindset, which means that, she does for me, I do for her. She wants to make me happy, and I want to make her happy. Would you agree with that? And then over time, you just kind of learn to, I go back to this dance that you learn to where you understand each other deep enough to know what makes, not only makes what makes you tick, but really makes you work as a couple. So you get there through, I wouldn't say trial and error, but I think it's a lot of experiential insight.
On the job training.
Yeah, a lot of experience.
Being parents.
Yeah, and tolerance and commitment and all those great words that you want to hear about.
Yeah,
all those words that you hear from everybody that makes marriages work. So it's just that, and then it's really just being committed and focused on some sort of goal together. And I think we've always had this goal-oriented mindset. Like I said, the first goal was to make sure that our children have the best environment that they could have to be able to have the best shot at life. And I think we did that pretty good. I think if they were not successful, they couldn't blame us. That's always been a big goal. And another big goal is for us to really make sure that we just try to take all the gifted talent that we have and use it and maximize it. So maximize our skills, our talents, all our ability to have a quality of life that that we feel like we had envisioned for ourselves the day that we both said I do, right? So that's in that question, how do you get to 40 years? That's a question that you should always ask yourself, because after you get to 40, you ask yourself, how do I get to 50? How do I get to 60? There's no end to that question.
I think in the early years, it was more not really not necessarily tuning the world out, but just really being focused just on your little unit,
your tribe, your tribe.
Not really letting the other noise, I guess, from other people, really, or letting that in.
Right.
I think we're really kind of tunnel vision. It was really just us and not necessarily listening to other people or have those other voices.
Yeah.
Blurring.
Yeah, just developing your tribe. Our tribe is the 4 people in our household. Well, in our family, and we have always been close knit and just been like a team, right? And the team is working together to try to win it. And when we all have success, we all win, right? So that's really been I think what Carla is saying is it's always been an inner focus more so than outwardly on how we live and what we want to spend our time and energy on. So it's always been about an inner focus of family and not so much what the world is doing, if that makes sense. That's kind of abstract, but I think that's the best way to kind of displaying how you get to 40 years. You focus inwardly on family and don't let outwardly distractions impede you from helping you reach your goals for the family, right? So I think that's I wouldn't say secret, but that's our formula. Everybody has their own formula.
Being content too.
It's another part. It's another part. We have some highs and lows, and then we have some very, very high highs, and we have some lows. But the contentment is the place where you want to land, no matter where you are, financially, socially, economically. I think that's really the key to making it work. Yeah, because that's not what qualifies us to be happy. Right. Having a lot of stuff is not the qualifier to help you. That determines how happy we are. That's where I think that's how we live. Yeah, and that's how we kind of manage. Being able to get through some of the challenging times that all marriages will have. Yeah, so I think that's it.
I think the celery juice.
No celery juice. No celery juice.